What's up, everyone? Sincere Hogan here for the International Kettlebell Games. And what we're going to do is go over two events that will be involved in the 2014 Kettlebell Games. Two new events that have been masterminded by my sick genius. So I want you to check it out, and we're going to go over the instruction of these two events. Now, the first event is what we call the Kettlebell Drag Race. The Kettlebell Drag Race. All right? So, what we're going to do, come on over here, Kimber. Here, come in. So basically what the kettlebell drag race is going to involve, first you're going to go and drag the kettlebell for 100 yards. When you get to the end of that 100 yards, you're going to go into what we call fence jumpers. I'm going to demonstrate all these exercises for you in just a second. Once you've completed 50 of those fence jumpers, 25 on each side, you'll go back and drag the kettlebell back to the starting line, back to where you started, another 100 yards, and once you get there, you'll go back into those fence jumpers for 50 reps. You're going to continue to do as many rounds as possible of this for 5 minutes straight. All right? So, you're going to drag it, fence jumpers, drag it, fence jumpers, and just keep going. As many rounds as possible. The person with the most rounds, that's who's going to win in the first, second, third category. Now, for the men, you'll be using a 32 kilogram kettlebell, just one. For women, you'll be using a 24 kilogram kettlebell. All right? So come on over here. Now, let's talk about how we're going to drag the bell. One thing you cannot do, you cannot pick the bell up as you're dragging it back. It must remain on the ground. Another thing you're not going to do, you can't grasp the bell by hooking your thumb over. Your thumb can either be out or your thumb can be here in this false grip, because the handle of the bell must be here in the hook of your hand, as so. So here's a close-up of how it's going to be. So go ahead and start by getting the bell right here in the hook. Okay, turn around. Now your thumb can be here or your thumb can be here. You cannot hook your thumb like this. Now, once it's down like this, come around to the side. So get a side view of me. Your hips are back, the bell's in the hook of your hand, and you're leading right here, dragging the bell. You push off, okay? You're going to do that for 100 yards. Once you get down there, let the bell go. You're going to go into what's called a fence jumper. Well, a fence jumper is pretty much almost like a plank, okay? Or it's almost like a flying push-up. But instead of springing off of your hands, you're actually bouncing your feet side to side. So a good way to practice this is to find a nice crack or crease that you can hop over. Treat it like a fence. What you're going to do is fingers are spread, shoulders over your hands. To get started, what you're going to do is brace your abs, squeeze your glutes, and just push off the ground, push. You must have your legs extended. You cannot do this, no bent knees. Legs must be extended. Body must be straight, okay? Hop over, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so on and so forth to 50. Once you get to 50, get the bell, spin it around, catch it in the hook, do not pick it up off the ground. Every time you pick it off the ground, you pick it up once, you'll get a warning. Pick it up twice, you will have a 5 burpee penalty. Pick it up a third time, you're disqualified, okay? So you get one warning if you pick it up. The second time you're warned, you're going to get a 5 burpee penalty. And then the third time, you're disqualified. Now, again, get in the hook, thumbs here, or thumb up, lead with your cheeks, drag. But this time you're going to use the opposite hand, if you so choose. I suggest switching hands every round. So if you drag it down with your right, drag it back with your left to keep things balanced, okay? So that's the kettlebell drag race. Again, you're going to drag the bell down 100 yards. Then you're going to go to fence jumpers. Then you're going to drag the bell back 100 yards. Then 50 more fence jumpers. As many rounds as possible times 5 minutes. Person with the most rounds, win in their category. Men, you're dragging 32 kilograms. 32 kilogram bell. Ladies, a 24 kilogram bell. Okay? So that's the kettlebell drag race. This is Sincere Hogan for the International Kettlebell Games. Hold. Let go. This will be a Sally and this camera.